It's Atlanta's only hip-hop station, Hot 107.9 at home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Yours truly, Be Hot Radio. Shout in here, man. Stepping in the building, I got an international player going by the name of Sebastian. Mikael, man. What's good with it, homie?
What's up, man?
Not much. Now, I mean, I understand that you're from Sweden with it.
Yeah, man.
Tell me about the transition from overseas to the States. And then next thing you know, you're blowing up with Bangers with Wale.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's been a long journey. You know, I've actually lived there for 6 years. But, you know, born and raised in Sweden. And, you know, coming over here, man, like, it's always been my dream. So seeing this actually happen is such a blessing. You know, you just got to keep working and, you know, keep at it. You know what I mean? That's the most important thing. But it's definitely incredible.
Now, that banger last night with Wale, I mean, everybody's loving that right now. How did that song come about?
I mean, we started off the album with that actually. We you know, I was in Miami. We was locking in for like 2 months with two producers down there, Big D and Lamb. And basically we was just in there cooking up a bunch of music and going over different sounds. Like they came with a, you know, with this concept that worked for me because I like soulful music. And that's one thing that I'm trying to do with my music is show like a more of a soulful throwback feel, but at the same time do something new and different with it. So they kind of they came with this great idea for me, and last night was one of the records we did, and we just fell in love with it. And long story short, man, we made the record. We felt like Wale was so, you know, ill on the record. I had no idea how to get in touch with him. I didn't know him at the time, but the next day, the record was sent to him. He actually hit his back, and it was like, man, I love this record. Like he wanted to be part of it, and it was crazy. And then from there, man, we just decided to go with that as the first single. You know, so it was dope.
Now, with having a dope lead-off single like that, you follow that up with Forever, and then you debut that on 106 and Park. Tell me about that experience right there, man.
Man, it's just incredible, man, because Forever is a song that I didn't expect to come out this early. It did come out, it's actually a funny story behind it, like the record got leaked.
What?
And, but it ended up on Love and Hip Hop, and Love and Hip Hop hit us back, like, you know, we want to feature this on you know, the show, and he was like, man, like, and they told us about the whole scene where they wanted to play it, because it was the, I think it was the scene where Joe Budden proposed to his girl, and I was like,
I'm loving it.
Like that's like, this is the, you know, the perfect record for that. If I can have something like that support the record and really bring that record to life, like I'm all for it. So we just decided to put it out. We didn't really know what to expect because it's a ballad, but it's been doing great, man. So I'm just excited, man. And, you know, the video came out a couple of weeks ago. We preparing that 106, and man, it's incredible, man. You know,
I mean, what is the experience on 106 and Park? Because I know you were there for the New Year's Eve bash, and I mean, you come back and you're debuting your own single by yourself. I mean, what was that like?
It was like, I used to watch 106, and I used to always like want to do that. Like then when you see artists come through and they premiere the video and they're doing the interview, like I used to always be like, man, I want to see what that's like. And doing that, it was incredible, man. Like, especially like it's different performing, you know, that's awesome too. But actually walking on 106 and being able to premiere your own video in there and all that, it's dope.
Now, speaking on a personal level, realizing that dream, because I mean we've been on both sides of it. You know, the wishing upon a star side and the I am a star side. How does that feel?
Man, you know, it's like I said, man. Like I'm just trying to. I feel like this is the beginning, and I'm just trying to take this opportunity and do the most with it, you know? Just like really, I look at this as like my shot, the one shot that I've been working for since I first came in, you know what I mean? So I'm looking at it like, you know, now it's time for me to just show the type of artist I am. So that's my focus at, you know, all the time. So, you know, sometimes I don't even think about like what we've done or what's going on a lot. You know, I just think about like the next thing, you know what I mean? And sometimes you gotta recap and be like, wow, you know what I mean? Like I'm happy and I'm proud of the accomplishments and stuff, but you know, at this point, man, we're just in the beginning stages in that go mode, you know. So
Now the new album, Speechless, June 17th. I mean, what can we expect from it?
Man, it's my baby, man. Like I've been working on this for so long, you know. I feel like, you know, I've been thinking about this album, coming up with ideas for this project since I first got signed like 2 years ago. So it's been an ongoing process, but I feel like for the first time now, it's really where I want it to be at. Like it has the sound that I wanted to give, you know what I mean? Where I felt like I would find my own lane in. And I really it's just the type of body of work that I want people to hear, and that I think is gonna represent who I am and really tell my story too. You know what I mean? So I'm super excited about this album. It's called Speechless, which is one of the tracks on the album, which is also a great song. It's an acoustic song, but you know, I chose June 17th. It's my sister's birthday, and you know, it's just, you know, she's my best friend. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's gonna be a great experience, and it's really gonna show my journey and stuff.
I can definitely dig it. Now, speaking of your journey, coming from Sweden back to the States, how were you able to pull off a deal? Because we got a lot of folks that grew up here and still can't figure it out, let alone coming from overseas and being able to figure it out.
It's not about a deal. That's like the main thing. Like I never thought about music about like I gotta get a deal. I always thought about like I have something that I wanna, you know, show the world. You know what I mean? And whatever I can do to get it out there, I'm gonna do that. So when I first moved, YouTube had just started, so it wasn't all the tools that we have now to put out your own music. But when I went to Berkeley around like 2009, 2010. I just saw the opportunity of putting out things on YouTube. I saw when people did it and the effect that it got, and I was like, I want to do it too. So I looked at that as my way up, you know what I mean, and my way into be able to share my music. So that's how we started. We started putting out YouTube videos, put out a mixtape, and we actually got signed off a YouTube video. So yeah,
it's a beautiful thing. Now, what other advice do you have for up and coming artists that want to do the same thing that you're doing right now?
Exactly that. I think that now it's even better. Now it's even easier because you can be more consistent with it. You know, before like it was like, all right, let's you know, a camera like that, let's shoot it, let's put it up on YouTube, upload it. It takes time to upload it on YouTube and all that. But now like you got Vine, like let me do a snippet of my song on Vine. Let me do something. You know, so it's a lot of tools to do right now. So I would definitely think you should just, you know, share your talents, you know what I mean? Put out your music, and like I'm looking at it like, if I could do it over here coming from Sweden, and I see so much talent out here that I'm like amazed, you know what I mean? Impressed. I'm like, if I could do it coming from Sweden, man, anybody can do it, you know. So
now, speaking of talent, what artists or R&B artists do you listen to
right now? Right now I'm actually really into Janae Aiko. I think she's incredible, dope. And I listen to Coke and 80s. I don't know if you heard of him. James Fauntleroy. And, big fan of him. And who else? Still listen to Sade. That's like one of my big inspirations. Still listen to Marvin Gaye. I'm more of like an old school. Like I feel like I have like I'm just in love with the old school soul music, like that type of sound. You know what I mean? Because you know, our lifestyle is different. Like, you know, we always getting, you know, fed by like new music and new, you know, styles of music. So that's like my getaway. Like I listen to that just to get in my zone. You know what I mean?
Now, getting in your zone, what do you find your inspiration for the music that you come up with?
Man, I mean, it's all from life, man. Like, life experiences. I feel like that's what makes the music real. When you talk about things that you are definitely, you know, really going through, and that's when things get that real, like people will relate to it in another way. You know, that's the main thing. Like I don't focus on I got to do a love song. I just whatever I feel, whatever I feel like I want to say on record, I say it. You know, so.
Lastly, what's next for Sebastian Mikael?
Man, you know, at this point, I'm just preparing for the album, getting ready for the album. You know what I mean, and you know, the release and all that. We actually got a few festivals and stuff coming up ahead of us. We got Essence Festival in July, which we're doing, which I'm super excited about. We got we're gonna be down in Daytona on spring break. We got, you know, just a bunch of different spot performances here and there. We about to actually put out visuals for the album tracks coming out really soon. So people can get ready for that. And it's just, you know, a lot of music is gonna come out pretty soon. So that's what I'm just really excited about. Like I'm finally gonna be able to just share all the music I've been working on. That's right. Yeah.
Well, homie, I can definitely dig it, man. Already appreciate you coming through this thing. Wish you nothing but the best and much success.
Thank you, man.
Be Hot Radio, shout it. It's Hot 107.9, man. Let's go.